Hi everyone, this is Hilde Larsen again, back from nature, back from Norway, back to talk to you from the place of heartfelt energy. I'm a health and success coach, and I'm also a detox specialist. I work with clients from all over the world. I have a membership site, I have written 3 books, I do online courses. But the thing is this, my passion is to talk to your ability to take power over you, to live authentically, to empower yourself to the knowledge and the wisdom and the faith and the trust in you and nature, to know that you can do anything you want to do and that you can transform your life on every level. Yes, your health too. Yes, your pain can go away. Yes, you can live freely. Yes, you do not have to be a label. You do not have to feel that you have something that cannot go away, or that your life is stuck in a hole of where you don't want to be. So this video is going to be about the fruits. It is going to be about the raw diet. It is going to be about why this is not what's healing you per se. Because people come to me and they ask me, Hilde, how can just eating fruits heal my body? If it was that simple, then everybody would do it. How can simply eating raw foods, like you say, change anything within me? How can I get rid of what is ailing me from simply changing what I eat? It cannot be this simple, you see. I have this, I have that. My situation is serious. I have something hereditary. I have genes, weak genes. This is my genetic weak makeup. I have a gene telling me I can't detoxify. All of these things are put together by our mind and by the society that we live in, that is telling us that we alone are not enough. What we have is not enough. What God created is definitely not enough, because we humans are so much smarter. We're intelligent. We've figured it out. Well, guess what? We didn't. Look around. We're so sick. And we're so sick and tired of being sick and tired. Don't you agree? Look around. What I see is obesity, diabetes, chronic illnesses, autoimmune. I see people with strokes in their 30s. I see young children in kindergarten having asthma and diabetes. I see children being born with what we call cancer. This is what we see. And at the same time, we're holding on to this, trusting this, walking that way, looking at it at our diet, listening to those telling us it doesn't matter what we eat. We know it matters what we eat. We can feel that it matters what we eat, right? You can feel that. We've all, I mean, not all. I've had a hangover. Maybe you have. Maybe you've eaten too much. Maybe you've had some acid reflux, indigestion. Most of us knows. We can feel it in our energy when we haven't eaten something that is aligned with our higher energy self and whole digestive system. Because we do have a species-specific diet. Now the thing is, simply looking at it from a diet point of view, saying yes, if you just switch to eating all raw fruits and some vegetables, your whole health will change. You will heal on every level. That is a very simplistic way of looking at it, and although I'm all for that, and I know that just from starting at that end, you will get there, but it might not be for the reason that we believe. You see, what is going to get you there? If you want perfect health, if you want to evolve, if you want to stretch, if you want to heal every part of your life, it's you. It's going to be your persistence. It's going to be your ability to walk your talk. It is going to be your trust. It is going to be your faith. It is going to be your strength. It is going to be your mindset. In short, it's going to be your diligence. It's going to be your patience. It's going to be all those things that are going to change the way that you look at your life. when you start to eat the raw fruits that you were designed to eat. And why do we know that you were designed to eat them? Except for watching ourselves heal from eating only that which we were designed to eat. How do we know this? We can simply look again at nature, us being a part of nature. Look at your intestines. Look at your stomach acid. We can look at our teeth, our hands. We can look at our enzymes, all pointing to the same thing. We are frugivores. We are fruit eaters by nature. We were designed to eat raw fruits mostly. Maybe some leafy greens, maybe some herbs. But I tell you, if you go chew on kale or something harsh like that, we're not herbivores either. They have grinding teeth. They have a whole different digestive system to break down the cellulose. We don't have that. This is why we juice the greens. This is why we put them into smoothies, so that we can pre-digest. Well, I challenge us to a different level. And this is what I see with my clients. Healing really doesn't even happen in the vegetable kingdom for a human being. Now, I wouldn't discuss this with a horse or an elephant or a giraffe or cow or easy. Well, easy, see, she's a carnivore. She is designed to eat animal protein. She will not thrive on vegetables or fruit. That is not her species-specific diet. It's ours. And the challenge is this. It is so far from where we've ended up. Not only that we're not used to eating that because everything comes in a box and has a name and has additives and has subtracted. And I was just talking to a friend yesterday, and the thing is this: when you go to the store today, you don't even know what's in the box or the jar or the powder or the bag or the can. You cannot know. You can only know what is on the label. And you know what? There is no guarantee that what's on the label is actually in there. And another thing, there are a lot of ingredients that you do not have to put on the box. Only so many things they have to put on the box. And can you even pronounce half of it? Someone told me very early, my grandma said, if you can't pronounce it, don't eat it, because it's not food. Well, we do know what food looks like. We do know when we go to the produce department what food looks like. We do know the colors. We know that we love the colors. We love the sweet taste. That's another big one when it comes to looking at what we're designed to eat. Look at the children. They are fresh and new, and they don't have all the conditionings. So you can put fresh berries, melons, and fruits in front of a child, and then something smashed and smushed and cooked and processed, and I guarantee you, I almost guarantee you, I would put my money on what that child would pick for themselves. It would always be the fruits and the berries, because they know what to eat. We know what to eat, but the conditioning of society, like I was starting to say, has taken us so far from that is not even our custom anymore. Where I come from in Norway, we're accustomed to drinking milk from a cow. We're accustomed to eating flesh from animals. We're accustomed to making a lot of sauces and then just blending everything together, the carbs and the fats and the starches. We're high on starches. It's a potato land. You know what we're also good at? Osteoporosis, rheumatoid arthritis. We're so high in so many autoimmune diseases because of what we see as our normal diet. And we're protecting it. Like most every country are protecting the diet that reflects their agriculture, the farmers, of course. Okay, this is another story. But just to give you a little insight on why this feels so strange to us to eat fruit. Like I'm sitting here in Norway and we have very cold winters and there's no fruit growing in the winter. Now why would I even think that that would be natural for me to eat? Because I, in society, am seeing myself from where I am. And this is where the healing really lies. When you start to eat that fruit, it's like you're introducing your old memory. You're taking away every false belief. You're getting to the stage where you're remembering who you are, what you're supposed to eat. You're getting connected with yourself. Because even though in this lifetime, you haven't been eating the fruits, you've been following the path of your parents and your grandparents, you know, even taking their genes on, their memory, their weaknesses, their cravings. We're born with their parasites, their lymph system, their candida. Of course, we're going to crave the same things, and we're connected to emotions. So when every time someone made something for you that was good, it was your grandma, you felt secure, you felt loved, it's going to give you great memory. Every time you smell that, you remember something good, and it's going to draw you in, like perfume, you know? Have you noticed how much just smell has to do with memory? If you smell an old perfume and that was your first love and you went to high school and it has a good memory, you want that smell. Oh, it feels so good. It's like you're remembering everything. It's triggering something in our brain. Food has that same connection with the smell and the taste, and we connect feelings to it. Once you connect feeling to it, you have a memory that is easily manifested over and over and over again. You see, everything we think with our subconscious mind is, I think Bruce Lipton says that it's probably close to 85–90% of the same thing that we thought yesterday. And it's the same thing about food. We're going to crave and want the same thing that we had yesterday. Most people, they don't change up their diet, much. We're used to going in the same thing, and someone coming along telling you that, hey, you're hurting because of what you're eating. Now everybody else is eating the same thing. You feel secure. You're on the team. You're in your tribe. Everybody's doing it. It's hard to break free from that. But look at it this way: if it's serving you, good. If it's not, time to evaluate. So the fruits and the vegetables. When I say vegetables, I'm talking mostly about the leafy greens. When you connect with them, yes, they will heal you in the sense that they will let you step away from what's hurting you, what's obstructing you, what is creating mucus in your system. And it starts with your digestive tract. When we're creating mucus down there, where you're supposed to, first of all, absorb all your nutrients, second of all, you're supposed to take out the waste. Now, if this is all plugged up with mucus, you're inviting in the parasites, like I've had other videos on, and the fungus. And you're giving the whole system imbalance. Probiotics, everything thrown off. You can't absorb right. So what is making this glue stick? What is keeping all this mucus in there? Well, not only the kidneys that are not filtering out the waste of the lymphatic system in the whole body, but you're practically eating that stuff. Gluten. If you're putting, dead animal tissues in there, which has no enzymes, it can't move through, it's only dead tissue, which is decaying, putrefying, full of medications, adrenaline, pain, hurt, parasites. You're just putting everything down there, just sticking it with the glue of the bread to the intestinal wall. It rots in there. It doesn't go anywhere. It hardens. And once it invites in those parasites that sticks within your system, they have a meaning about this. They want their stuff. They're keeping you locked into the belief that you need or crave any of those foods. So, I have another video on cravings, so I'm not going to go there. Take a look at it if you had cravings, okay? Back to the raw food and why fruit is not really what's healing you. Now, if you start eating just that which you were designed to eat, the fruits have the enzymes that it needs to break down. Your body has the acids that which it needs to get broken down. Your intestines is the perfect length for it to go through to be able to absorb the nutrients. It goes through very fast, it's out. Nothing was harmed in the process. Everything is good. Fiber out, nutrients in, readily absorbed. Everything in there, even the salt. Don't need the rocks. Don't need to go anywhere to get anything else. Everything is in there. Perfect ratio. Now you're putting that in. Is that the healing factor? Well, is getting nutrients in the healing factor? I say no, it isn't. The healing factor here is number one, what your body is able to get out. Once you stop hurting it, it will continue to just have fun cleansing because it's so happy it will be able to do whatever it needs to do to become balanced again. So the fruit is merely letting you step away from the obstructions. The fruit is the perfect food. It is not in itself a healer. Nothing is a healer. That is medical thinking. That is some symptomology thinking. That is you thinking of one symptom and having that go away. Then you take something for something, because that's what we're taught. You know, what do you take for that? What do I take for a headache? What do I take for stomach ache? What do I take for pain? And how do I make it go away fast? You don't. You look at the cause. And what is the cause? The cause is that there is so much shit, acidic waste, lymphatic stagnation, parasites, fungicides, herbicides, dead tissue, proteins within the body that the body is not able to function without the pain and the symptoms of that very thing, which we then label as something, depending on which symptoms you are having or experiencing at that moment. Again, depending on the weaknesses of the body, depending on what organs and glands have been impaired from your lifestyle, from your genetic makeup, from your parents, from the lymph system that you are in when in your mother, the blood that you are sharing with your mother. We're taking all of this with us on top of all of our conditionings, the mental conditionings, our spiritual beliefs, our lifetimes. All of this being what is the healing factor or not. The fruits and the diet is simply that, a diet, a natural diet. And all it's going to do is going to take you back to you. It is going to let you have all the crap go out. Not only from your physical body, it is going to raise your vibration. It is going to declog your pineal gland. It is going to raise your awareness about life. It is going to empower you so that that empowerment can make sure that you heal on every level. Because it's all about you. It is not about what you eat per se, but what you eat. It's a part of how you experience your physical body, because you can either support it or break it. You can either take in what is natural for you to nurture yourself so that you don't have to worry about burdening everything, you know, messing up your internal environment, inviting in everything else, numbing and dumbing yourself down. You can just not go there, and instead you can just eat for what the reason you're supposed to eat. And what is that? Well, I think we need very little. I think we're supposed to eat fruit here and there, maybe some leafy greens, but mostly we're supposed to not mind that. We're supposed to have fun. We're supposed to love. We're supposed to create. We're supposed to use our bodies for dancing and running and climbing, like children. And the moment we lost that childish, playish, innocent, almost ignorant way of living, we lost our ability to just accept that we just are nature, that there's nothing to figure out. Now I see people, you know, eating fruit, and they're going down the path of breaking it apart. looking at the different nutrients as you have to put everything together. With our brain, we have to figure out what to eat? I don't think so. Why would we? Yes, we're more evolved than most other animals in the way that we see it, in the way that we have an analytical brain and intelligence which we can use to figure out things like how to fly an airplane, or how to make a computer, or how I can talk to you through this screen from the forest in Norway, and you might be in Costa Rica or in Australia. And Namaste, all of you. I just want to say that. I mean, I talk to people from Australia, Peru, even Alaska, Scandinavia, Russia, from all over the world. We connect like this. My clients, we work together because it's time. But you see, we're using this intellect, of which we call it, to tear ourselves down and to try to reason with the diet, like the simple fruit diet. Like I started this video and I'll end it with that. Hilde, if it was so simple that I could just eat the fruits and then I would heal myself. It is not that simple at all. But if you really want to raise your vibration and heal, you need to do that too. Just because it's not something you're doing, it's something you're not participating in anymore, which is called the breaking down of your body, the physical. So you're simply just moving to what you're supposed to eat. Then, yes, I know a lot about herbs. I love herbs. I expand on them all the time. I make tinctures, I make powders, I play with that. It's nature. It is my glorious gift to be able to play with that. They are the medicine of nature. All the animals, they use the herbs. And we can too, if we so choose. But it's always about us, our ability to let go of what's not serving us. And simply eating a species-specific diet that is highly vibrational, highly electrical, nature connecting, spiritual connecting, sun force giving prana to all of your being, it will do something with all of that. You know, it will lead you. Just listen. And it's not hard in that sense. What's hard is going from where we are into our authentic selves. And I think that's mostly the most important thing actually what's missing in society today. We're not authentic. We're full of bullshit. We're not living from our hearts. We're not living compassionately. And can we change that from going to a diet of pain and suffering to eating that of the highest vibration? Of course we can. That's why I'm so hopeful, and it will get easier and easier. But the thing is, when you come from this standpoint, it will never be easy. And I think that's part of the lesson. We're so used to easy. We're used to having pillows under the arms, that we say in Norway. We're used to having everything laid out for us. We want the easy fix. We want the quick pill. We don't want to work at things. We don't want it to take time. We don't have time. We're struggling with time. We're chasing time. We're chasing ourselves. We're chasing our own tail. We think we're chasing happiness. We think we're running after the good life. We're actually running away from it the moment we start walking away from ourselves and from nature. So this is my challenge for you today. Consider going 30 days on a fruit and vegetable raw diet and see what happens, not only in your physical body, but with your whole being. See how it lifts your spirit, and see how good it feels to know that you are no longer a part of a whole set of energies that is destructive, acidic, tearing down, and standing away for the flow of your life. So that is my challenge, and that of going outside always, taking your shoes off always. I'm back outside with my knee so I don't go that far. So I've seen some people around here. Step by step from where we are. And life will not change on every level overnight just because you start eating your species-specific food. But something will happen overnight, because once you make a decision about anything, the intent is out there. Now all you have to do is work on you, keeping your promises to you, putting out a goal. Because you can have visions, but without a goal and without the ability that you need to find within yourselves to follow through, that's all it's ever going to be. Dreams. Visions. Okay, so I'm going to let you go, and I'm glad to have you here, and I hope that you like the video. I hope that you share the video so that more people can see this. We need everyone to get on the wagon. We need people to just step, onto the station, and when the train comes sliding by, you just need to get on. Because this, my friends, is the winning team. We are healing the world by raising our vibration, by stepping into nature, and by doing it together. And I'm so grateful that you are here with me in my tribe. Again, namaste. See you soon.